This is Daily Dose of Daryl, entitled Links of Love. A lot of people say the first indication you have of the love of God is from your parents, or it could be an uncle or aunt, because a lot of people have foster parents. Perhaps they have a cousin or a nephew. Someone shows them the love of God. Like in this photograph in the sky, the arrow or the V is pointing down to that hidden cross, and a lot of people miss it. But there are people in our lives that initially, as we grow up, share with us the love of God. My mother was the first in my life. She wanted 7 children. She only had one. She put 7 times the effort in this one. She quit work and started caring for me. The basketball goal indicates the love of my father, and he made sure I had places to play and do the sports as he worked hard. He even worked to help build this race car for me, and oh man, I loved painting it because I could paint it like I wanted it and run it up and down that hill. He helped build in the 2nd grade this addition to that first section of the house to have a nice place for us to live. And then took the car and allowed me way too early to practice driving back and forth in that driveway and eventually down the big hill out front. And then the shop next to the house, he prepared all kinds of things out of love for not only us, but many other people. And he made sure, if you look very carefully, the little house beside the big house, that's the clubhouse. It was the Hoot Owl Club, and we all had a secret thing and went, whoo, whoo, and it was a lot of fun. The gravel road is a great place to learn how to ride a bicycle and wreck a bicycle and get scars, but it was such a loving time. And I really appreciate those woods back there because they went forever. Infinite woods to the great unknown, like Daniel Boone exploring the great countryside. All of that is to say that all of those were links of love from God to me. And then inside that little house with the warmth that was there, my mother loved preparing meals and just making it a special time at 5 o'clock every day. And then my father, especially on holidays, he was a cook in the military too, and he would make the turkey. And he built that wonderful china cabinet for my mother after he opened up the cabinet shop. And that has become a link of love. And the curio cabinet, they got to put their 40th wedding anniversary items in, and my mother was so proud of that. Now, the shop eventually closed as he became disabled, but he allowed me before that to help design and build the addition to the house, and then eventually we, down the road, turned it over to others. For 10 years, that china cabinet was in my studio. It helped serve the deacons, trustees, finance board, people who I was counseling, clients, the Lions Club, and that became a link to my parents' love that leads back to God's love. And so it was very special to be able to have that and to use it for all those many years with so many different people. And then eventually it wound up with my daughter, Suzanne. And of course, she has added her own flair to that link of love and her own style and her own various pieces in that thing. And so that one little cabinet represents so much going back to the very, very early days, that love that I received that continues to be passed on to other people. And also the curio cabinet wound up with her. And of course, not the 40th wedding anniversary things, but her own special things, especially a cup about Paco, her dear love for 15 years that's forever in her heart. And that's there now, and Paco is a part of that link of love. And now Jenny and Danny are also in there, the new loves of her life. So who are the loves and what are the loves and the links of loves in your life? This is Daily Dose of Daryl, Links of Love. Appreciate the blessing you are as a link of love in the lives of so many, generation to generation. Identify those people and those links and continue to celebrate those and continue to add others, because it's through those links of love that we're connected even back to God in our hearts and in our lives. God bless you, and share this with others.